Okay, so here's another key I've cast, and with a bit of luck she pops. More about just having a bit of the right tension on the core. So despite the fact that Lockwoods are known to be very high tolerance locks, you play with it enough, and this is a cast key. You can almost read Lockwood in there. So we'll just quickly whack another one together. So locked up, ready to go. This has already got a chimney and everything else in it, and it appears nice and clear. So in the vise it will go. Get you into focus. I'm not sure that's quite enough for a key. It's an LW5 key that I made for 270S. There's the bitting on the 270S. However, you can see here on the shoulder, it didn't really like that lock. However, it didn't break off either, which is nice. It should be enough for a key. Put that little chunk in there. So, get some focus back, give that a second or two to melt. I'm doing this off camera because I've got doors and windows and fans going, so, or open and fans going, so I missed the mark with some of it, but nonetheless, hopefully that's enough. The great thing is the spillage can just be picked up and reused. So I'm going to pause this while that sets and come back in a moment. Okay, so we're back. Now that diesel could have gone past a second or two earlier, which would have been helpful, but there we go. You have a key. However, the end of it isn't looking so promising. Get it out and see what can be done about that. Granted, you should wear safety goggles whilst doing this, depending on how much you care about your eyes. So here we have the key. You can read the Lockwood in it there, kind of. It's the other side. Look at the warding there. Just last shot. You can see basically it's a key of sorts. First time, straight out of the cast. So many uses it's good for. So we're getting the right amount of tension on the plug. The key has to be slightly, let's pull back in and zoom on that. The key needs to be slightly, ever so slightly pulled back whilst depressing on the plug. It's just like the tension you'd use when picking a lock, really. It's the same tension that's applied, so you can get repetitive uses out of these keys. I mean, I'm not going to be a silly bastard and just sit here all day clicking. This is much fun as it may be. This is a quick key casting with the 3D printed box, fast set dental putty and Woods alloy. That's a fusible alloy, so you can read all about that on the Google webs. So there you go. And this waste isn't waste at all. It just goes back in the ladle because it doesn't adhere to things very well other than itself. Yeah, it can all be reused again, which is great. So it's not a one-off use thing. So yeah, quite feasible if, you know, yeah, whatever, you know the word I'm trying to say. If you wanted to make a copy of the key, so may take slightly less time than standing around or sitting at your bench with an impressioning handle, which is something I made the other day. Far too large, but I only had 39mm alloy. But nonetheless, it works too. So yeah, cheers, totally random. Thanks for watching.